When I paint, I want to inspire somebody and make them happy. Forget about, problems for maybe a few seconds. And, hopefully that's why people want to look at my art. My name is Alejandro Castanon. I'm the chairman of the Public Arts Commission, and I've been serving for close to about 2 years now. And one day I just picked up a paintbrush and just thought I'd give it a shot. I had no idea what I was doing. I have no formal instruction whatsoever. And somehow I just found something that was, I don't know, maybe deeply seated from when I was a kid, and it just kind of picked right up where it left off, and it just went from there. And I've grown from every single painting I've done. One has been, in my opinion, better than the last, and that's what's helped me continue. It's very colorful, for one. If anybody's seen my artwork, it's very vibrant, very colorful, a bit abstract in some ways, a bit realistic. From some of my subjects, I do a lot of portraits of people. Pop art, I guess that would fall into that category. Impressionistic is one way of describing it because it's not perfect, and so there is a sense of impressionism where it's, not all the details are showing through the painting, but people get the idea. So I would say that's probably how I would describe my artwork. There's two types of functions of Galler. One is a paint and sip session, which has been kind of growing in the United States over the last few years, where people come in and they bring drinks from home, and we show them how to paint a particular piece that night in 3 hours, and they take it home at the end of the night. That's one function. The other function is as a private art gallery, where we show art from local artists, national artists, international artists, and we do that on a regular basis, and we have shows maybe 2 to 3 times a year. The Public Arts Commission basically approves and looks at any type of art that's going to be on display on city property within city limits, in order to basically not necessarily circumnavigate, but it helps out the city council by making recommendations ahead of time, so the city council will already take us under our approval to approve these projects. We want to make sure that it's appropriate, obviously, that we don't try to tell the artist that it has to be this way or that way, but we want to make sure that it's appropriate for the public. And not necessarily that it has to fit in with city or downtown themes, but we do want to make sure that it's going to catch the eye appropriately. We want to make sure that it's secure, that it's safe for instance, if it's going to be a sculpture, that no children are going to be climbing on it or hurting themselves, whether or not there's going to be any type of maintenance on the piece. Those are types of things that we look for whenever somebody comes to us with an idea to set something up on city property. It's important to get to know your community. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to serve as soon as I got to San Angelo, because in the Air Force, although there's a community within itself, you move around so much, you don't get to know the area around you very well. So when I came here, I really wanted to put my best foot forward and get to know what the city was about, what issues there are, and particularly which ones where I could actually help. I don't know if I would do really well on the river corridor, but I knew on the City Art Council, I could make a difference. And I think if you have the opportunity and the skills to get involved and make a difference in the community, you should jump at the chance. If anything, just to show people that are a lot younger that they should be doing the same thing. They should strive for that when they get to a point where they can serve.